Having cuddly chickens, in my opinion, is one of the most fun parts of keeping chickens. Chickens really do have the capacity to show you so much connection and affection when love and attention is poured into them. This is part 2 of my video series about how to get super cuddly chickens like this. I'm sharing with you what I'm calling the Momma Hen Method, and I've divided it into 3 parts: imprinting, implementing, and integrating. This method can also be used for adult chickens because it's essentially building trust, implementing structure, and integrating them into the environment and the other chickens around them. If you missed the first part of this video series, imprinting, I'm going to put it up here so you can hop over to that one and then come back to part 2 where we're going to talk about implementing. The 3 parts do all happen simultaneously, but they also build on each other. So to get the most out of it, I do recommend watching these 3 parts in order. Before we really get into it, if you end up liking this video, don't forget to like it, share it with a friend, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of the videos I have coming to you and the rest of this series. And if you've been here, hi, welcome back. I love having you, and I love seeing all the people that this channel is starting to attract. It is good, animal loving, positive, educational vibes over here. Let me know in the comments if you have cuddly chickens, if you're trying to make your chickens more cuddly, or if you're just a chicken lover from the sideline. We are so happy to have you here. And one last note, you might have noticed I'm wearing glasses now, and I wasn't wearing glasses in the last video. Between the last video and this video, my baby chick pecked my eyeball and gave me a minor corneal abrasion. So I'm taking the protection of my eyes seriously now. I already posted a little short video about it, but I just wanted to note that's what the glasses are. It's just for when I'm really up close to my chickens to provide some sort of shield between the chicken's beak and my eye. I know you're also probably wondering who this gorgeous cutie pie is, and this is Sebastian.
You got a pretty face. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, and I love you. I love you, Seb. Oh, I love you. You love cuddles. You love cuddles. Oh my goodness, you're so pretty, and I love you. Oh,
Okay, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, babies. Good job, Sesame.
They've gotten so big. They don't stay in this box. I just used it to carry them outside because my dog was inside. Oh my gosh, look at this. Alright, yeah, we'll just talk from here. Implementing in the Momma Hen Method is all about putting into motion what we've already built, setting in place certain behaviors and systems, and following through with the bond we've created. This baby right here is the one who pecked my eyeball, so you can see that these glasses are helping. At this point, you've put in the work. You've spent hours upon hours, days upon days, building trust with your babies or your grown chickens, learning each other's language, and becoming a loving, guiding presence in their life that provides protection and warmth. Now it's time to build on that foundation of love. They've already sorted out a good portion of their pecking order, and that's going to continue to unfold in the weeks to come. So be sure to pay attention because it's a really fascinating experience to witness. And understanding the pecking order is key to understanding the dynamics and the behavior of your flock. From day 1, each chick has its own personality, and that begins to shine brighter and brighter as you continue to get to know them. At this point, if you've decided to go full Momma Hen Method, you should be already very attuned to the traits that define them. You stepping down? You stepping down? Do you want help? Yes. Yes. Okay, it's zoomy time. Okay. Oh, there's just Sesame up here now. Look at these babies. Hang on. Taking a quick pause to show you them running around. I encourage you to honor the individuality of each chicken. Each personality trait is endearing in its own way and has something to teach us. They're exploring right now. So I have a couple chickens in my adult flock who have never preferred to be cuddled, even though I raised them the same way, and I really don't force them into that. As long as we have some sort of baseline ability for me to be able to handle them when I need to, and we have some sort of understanding and connection that allows us to maneuver around each other. In this group of of chicks. I have about 3 Velcro chickens, like glued to me all the time. A couple that love being around me but don't necessarily seek it out all the time. And then one that's a bit more sensitive and doesn't want quite as much to do with me. So I am still honoring that individuality while as a whole making sure I am still connected to each of them. This is the point in time where you want to make sure you don't leave out any stragglers, leave anybody behind. It's natural to want to cuddle the cuddliest ones and to want to kind of leave the ones that don't want to be cuddled alone, but that snowballs into those chickens that don't want to be held, not ever becoming fully comfortable with you holding them. And I'm not saying to force them to be cuddly, I'm just saying they will start getting farther and farther away from you being able to handle them in the way that you want to and sometimes need to. So anytime I pick up little Mochi who loves to be cuddled, I also make sure I pick up little Pepper who doesn't like to be cuddled as much, just so she gets used to my hand as much as the other chickens get used to my hand. She used to be scared of me even just putting my hand up close to her. That's just how she is. But because I was just very repetitive and consistent with not only putting my hands up close to the ones that were comfortable with it, but repeatedly going into the space of the other chicks, they became comfortable with me. They're still not cuddle bugs, but they are, look, she's not running away. I can pet her. I can pick her up if I need to, and I'm good with that. So essentially, you just want to take a little bit of extra time with the chicks that are starting to show that they're not quite as comfortable with you. This is really uncomfortable, and I'm sitting in chicken poop, so I'm gonna move. Another thing to note is you probably have already started to notice what each chick is naturally inclined to. So this is my chick Mochi. She loves running up to me and puffing up her chest, and she wants to be picked up immediately. I love that. So whenever I see her do that, I pick her up and cuddle her to enforce that behavior. My chick Juniper loves jumping up onto me. So I love holding out an arm, holding out a hand to enforce that behavior as well, because there's nothing I love more than chickens jumping on me. It makes me feel so cool. Like when you put out your arm and you just have like chickens jump on you. I feel like that's the ultimate flex as a chicken keeper. And also my one chick Senbei loves stretching her head out when she's cuddling me. I love that. I think that's so cute and makes me feel so warm and fuzzy. So I really encourage her to do that, so she knows that that's a way that we interact with each other. I didn't force her to do that. She just showed that she liked doing that. Juniper just showed me that she liked jumping on things and jumping on me and perching on me. Mochi showed me that she loves being picked up and cuddled when she comes up to me. So start to notice and pull out those traits that are naturally beginning to happen. And if you like that behavior, enforce it so it strengthens. It's really good and important to be able to handle your chickens in certain ways when they need extra care. For example, my rooster just had bumblefoot. I had to Epsom soak his foot and really handle his toes, put some ointment and some Vetericin on it. And he was so easy to handle because of the level of comfortability that we established. So as you're getting your chickens used to you, once you've already built that trust, you want to start getting them comfortable with things like touching their little toes. See, I'm being able to look at her little toes. You want to be able to switch the hold between hands comfortably. And if you notice, they're not squawking a lot. Chickens are going to vocally tell you if they're comfortable or not. Some of them just require a little bit of extra patience and gentleness in order to be picked up in a way that makes them feel safe. It's so telling to me how connected somebody is to their chickens based on how they interact with their chickens and how their chickens are responding to it. So I have little Senbei here. Another thing you're gonna wanna start getting them used to is being able to easily and carefully stretch out their wings and look at their wings. So she's a little uncomfortable. This is something, So I just set her down for a little break, picking her back up. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, hi. Do you like my glasses? Stretching that wing, very comfortable. She's relaxed. So you want to just do this repeatedly over and over and over again. You're going to be able to handle them so much easier when you need to. A few of my chicks aren't quite as comfortable as her with their wings being stretched. So over the next few weeks, I'm really going to spend time with those chicks on certain things that they're not comfortable with. If you watch the first part of this video series, I talk a lot about developing a language between the two of you. So this is Sesame, and around week 2, she started becoming really, oh, don't peck her foot. Pepper just pecked her foot. She started becoming really uncomfortable with me touching her back and holding her. So I have spent a lot of time just slowly and gently picking her up and putting her down. She didn't squawk or throw a fit at all with me picking her up because I was listening to how she feels comfortable being picked up and handled. If I had just ignored all of her cues when she started squawking, indicating to me that she felt scared or uncomfortable, and just bulldozed over all of her vocal and physical cues and picked her her up however I wanted instead of how she needed to be held, she wouldn't have come around and learned that it's a safe and comfortable experience to be picked up like this. But because of the work we put in, she's very, very comfortable right now and not squawking at all. Just a little tip, when you're working with a chicken who's a little bit less comfortable with being held, I like to put them down before they start kind of squawking and throwing a fit to be put down. Because if you put them down when they're still comfortable, it shows them that they don't have to throw a fit in order to be put down. They just have a comfortable experience from start to finish, and you're enforcing that. You're not enforcing that if they flap their wings and squawk a lot, they get let down. If they relax and surrender to it, you're going to put them down before they actually get to the point of being uncomfortable. You always want to be a step ahead of them on that. This is Pumpkin. She's so cute. Look at her head feathers. They're so awkward right now. Mochi, stop. Mochi is such a pecky girl. She's like in a very pecky phase, like a toddler touching everything, which is fine. We can work with that. Let's put you right here, my honey. Okay. You're very dusty. You took a dust bath. Let's talk a little bit about recall, scheduling, and cues. Because of the foundation I built with them, recall is pretty natural for them. They pretty much just follow me around anyways. And once they get to the age where they really enjoy treats, if you want them to go specific places, you can start enforcing calling them with certain treats. Another thing that really, really helps that I've found with my adult chickens and my babies is scheduling. For example, if it's morning time and you've taught your chickens that they get their breakfast and you let them out where they get blueberries, they're going to come running out to the yard to get their blueberries. They're going to scratch around, and maybe you drink your morning coffee and you cuddle a few chickens. And after about an hour, you want them to go back into their turnout. So you always have sunflower seeds available for them and sprinkle them around so they know that when they run back in, they're going to get their sunflower seeds. And it's right about the time where the sun, are you going to poop? Yep. Where the sun is hitting their favorite dust bath spot, and it's that time of day where they're going to take a dust bath. There's going to be virtually no issues getting them in and out of their run. Same with the evening time. I take my chickens out and they usually get some sort of yogurt or kale treat. And then I sit down with my planner and plan my day. I cuddle them for a little bit, and they know once I stand up, we're going back into the run where they're going to get dinner. Everybody has different schedules, so you'll find what works for you, but staying consistent or as consistent as possible with that really helps with the ease of moving them around and the flow of care. At this point, they're already really attuned to my vocal cues because I've been communicating with them since the first day I got them. But there are certain things, like certain ways to call them. You'll find your call for your chickens. Mine is like chick chick, chick chick, chick chick, chick chick, chick chick, chick chick, chick chick. Yeah, I could feel them, like their attention went up to me. If I'm really trying to get their attention, like, hey, come here, it's like buck 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 chick chick, chick chick, chick chick, chick. You'll figure out the vocal cues that you want to use, and it's really up to you how much you want to nerd out and study and learn the language of chickens. In my opinion, it's a really fun part of having chickens because you start to be able to understand them better the more that you're paying attention to them. Buck 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 buck. Like, I literally just talked to Pumpkin in chicken language without even thinking about it. She wants to get down right now, but she can't figure it out. What do you want? There's not a spot for you down there? What if I put how about, do you want like that? Yeah. You gonna jump down? Nope. Okay. Maybe? You want down? She wants a Mimi. Yep, there she goes. Hi. There's a really fun book called How to Speak Chicken by Melissa Kahi. She throws in lots of facts while also making it digestible. She makes it approachable and not overwhelming to kind of just start being curious and listening to the calls of your chickens and some basic chicken behavior. I hope this video was informative. In conclusion, implementing is all about enforcing what we've already built and just sort of putting a little bit more structure to it. Being really intentional about how you're handling your chickens and making sure that you're implementing certain things that you're going to want to be able to do with them as they enter into adulthood. Or if you already have adult chickens, building on the trust that you've built so you can handle them in certain ways beyond just being able to be close to them. Like I said earlier, if you missed the first part of this video series, make sure to go back and watch that because I think this one makes a lot more sense if you have watched that one. And the next part of this Momma Hen method is all about integrating. So we're going to be integrating these babies outside into their new environment and with the chickens around them. Between this video and the next video, I'll have moved to Texas and rebuilt my chicken setup where they're going to be not only integrating into being outside with the adult flock, but also my whole flock is going to be in an entirely new environment. If you liked this video, give it a like, share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe. I love watching this chicken animal loving community grow. I also have 3 senior rescue horses that I have a lot of exciting videos coming your way about. That's another fantastic reason to subscribe, in my opinion. I've been posting more short videos of these chicks grow up, and they are growing so fast. They're growing faster than I can keep up with, honestly. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Madeline. This is Earthlings Uncaged, and I'm passionate about keeping animals safe and happy. Oh, look at that beautiful wing. So beautiful. One-handed hold.
Let's go inside. Tick, 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 tick. 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 Good job! Good job, good job, good job, good job. Okay, I'll be right there.